Hey guys, this is Chris. Welcome to my Ground Ghost challenge. And what we're going to do is, instead of using the full ghost suit, we're going to go ahead and use the second tier. I don't use any gadgets as I'm a ghost purist. I'm also not going to use my goggles. The op suit on the torso, we're going to use the second tier nano polymer coating. Gloves, we're going to use the classic, and pants, we're going to use the second tier as well as the boots, and then the classic green lights. The weapons don't really matter since we're not going to be using any of that, and so I just wanted to show you my loadout. A lot of people have said that the full stealth is kind of like a cheat, similar to in Conviction, where as long as you're crouched you really aren't hurt at all, which I kind of agree. So I wanted to kind of make it a little bit more difficult. I enjoy it that way a little bit more anyway, to where your footsteps really do matter. I go into the settings. The interaction markers are off, scoring feedback's on, the auto hide HUD is on, and then importantly the radar is off. That's very important. Also there is absolutely no marking. You can't mark the guards. So the really three biggest things are no marking, your radar's off, and that you have to stay on the ground. Also, you can't make any kind of distractions. Of course, we don't have any gadgets, but you can't even use your whistle or anything like that to get the guard's attention away. So basically what I did is I'm going ahead and snuck by him. Of course, I couldn't go too fast because he would hear me. With a full suit, you would have been fine, but that's what's nice. What I really like about having the multiple suits in this game, you have a lot of customization, and I really do enjoy that. Not only that, but having the different camos too. I like having that. One thing that one of my YouTube subscribers, I believe his name is Rodney Bridges, I'll give him a shout out. He really enjoyed my Ghost Purist style, and he looked at my Conviction videos, and he enjoyed my Blacklist campaign videos, and he had mentioned if I could do some of these Coben missions in the way that I did the Conviction videos. And I thought, well, that's a great idea. Outside of the campaign, I had really been focused on world records and have really not ghosted these to the back. So it was really nice to take this, and so yeah, Rodney, I thought that was a great idea, and I hope you enjoy this video. So props to you. Also, I know that you're creating you mentioned that my work has inspired you to put up some videos, and I did take a look at them. I need to respond to them. So that's great, man. I'm really happy to hear that, and really appreciate the feedback, and think you did a great job on your videos, and look forward to you putting more up. So basically what this is about making sure you know where everyone is, and not only where everyone is on the map, but which way they're looking. And that's what's so key about when you don't mark them and you don't have a radar. You can get very dependent on those type of assistance in the game. And this really, I guess when I say purist, I'm a ghost purist, that's where the purist part comes in, because it really does rely on pretty much your skill level, and you don't have all those other ways to help you out. But I really did enjoy this. It brought back some great memories of ghosting, and overall, even though those world records, they required points from multipliers and all that, It totally went against the grain of what I was used to. I was such an extreme ghost, but that was nice and all to learn a different style. This really is at heart what I am. This is what's in my DNA, and what I love about stealth so much is being able to get by the guards, and not only get by them, but they don't even know that you're there. What's nice about the restrictions about having the interaction markers off, that shows you where the slide indicator is. And when you don't have that, I noticed right here that I was going to take a slide to the next wall, similar to what I'm about to do right now. And when I did that, I had a perfect run going, and instead I accidentally climbed up the scaffolding. And so I wasn't happy enough with that, since you're supposed to remain on the ground, and had to do it again, but I was happier with this round anyway. So I'm glad I went ahead and redid it, because even though I didn't use that to my advantage, I went ahead and jumped right back down. Still, it would have gone against the rules. So, but I would love to. I've had people comment and send me private messages, and that's great. But and I do appreciate it. Any kind of feedback. If you do have, I know some people think they have to have capture cards or anything like, expensive equipment, and that's the farthest thing from the truth. For a long time, what I did was I just used my camera and put it in front of my screen, and so the quality wasn't 1080p or anything, but it was just kind of neat to get a free YouTube account and post some of what you love to do. And if you like doing this kind of stuff, and feel free to go ahead and put this up there. So there were other routes. I have ghosted this to the back quite a few times and didn't want to make it extremely difficult, but here we are. So I posted probably the safest route, which is this. So here I am at the back. The ghost challenge on this map is complete. However, in order to prove that I did it on Perfectionist, one of the rules that I put in was to take out the heavy. There's a heavy on at the end of both maps, and you have to take them both out just to prove with the points. There's 225 points for a stealth knockout, and that gives proof that, here I'll do it in slow motion, that it is indeed on Perfectionist. So there you go. And so what this will do is I won't get the rest of them. I'll jump right to the second map. And I really enjoyed this map. This is a perfect example of, I didn't use my goggles in Conviction, which actually when I went to infiltration mode instead of hunter mode, it made it extremely hard because I couldn't see lasers. I had to look for the laser sources, and it made it really, really tough. If you want an example, look at my Ultimate Challenge video. That's ridiculous. But what was really great about this level, at least on my plasma TV, it was a lot darker than what this video shows. And so I had to take this risky route, and that way I could see where the guys were. Otherwise, depending on where they were facing, they would have seen me. And what I also really like about what they did in Conviction and they carried over in Blacklist is that their rotations as well as their timings are not the same from run to run. I mean, if you do a restart checkpoint or whatever, they're always different. And I really do enjoy that because it really does give you a lot of variety. And even if you do have the same rotation, one thing that I noticed on the first map, one guard would do something. He'd go around the corner, and then he'd go to another station, and then when you think he would do the same thing, he did something completely different. But then on the next run, if it was the same rotation, it was really wild how they had different timings and different different kind of sub-rotations within the rotation you thought was the same. So I just thought it was really cool how they implemented all the variations within the guards. It was really unpredictable and made this very enjoyable. So with the sniper, the one thing that I did include, I didn't want to make it too extremely difficult, was I did allow slides. With the slides, I know with the snipers, if you do not slide and go right up against the object, they'll see you right away. And I did not want to make that too extremely difficult on you guys. I went ahead and did it kind of outside this video just to kind of prove to myself that it could be done. But I knew that it would just be kind of too much. And besides, if you guys want a tough challenge, feel free. And also, if you do watch my channel, if any of you have completed the Ultimate Stealth Challenge, I know a lot of you, there was a lot of interest in it, and I got a lot of private messages and comments and all that. But no one has said they have ever completed it. A lot of people have tried it a lot of times, but no one has ever completed it, and I've always been interested. Even if you haven't recorded it, I'd be very curious to know if anybody has. But this should be a pretty easy challenge to finish. So I went to the back of the boat, and that's the heavy that I've been following around. I'll go ahead and get him in slow motion. So there you go, 225 points. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.